Hello and welcome to a new season of ZBTV. I'm your host Kyle Lee. We've got a pretty good episode for you today. We'll start out with Real Films by Jared Klein. After that, we'll talk about real films, as in, films coming out this season with Tomato. And then after that, we've got Keyframe with our own Carrie Maynard and Angel Fox. And preceding that, we have a brand new segment called Natalicium. It's a new project that Alex Caldwell is working on. It's a part of a series. This one's called The Magician. I hope you have fun with all of that, and I'll see you later.
Hey everyone, welcome to Real Films. This is Jared Klein here on ZBTV. Today we're going to be talking about the Daniel Craig 007 films. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode. If you know anything about movies, then you've probably heard of Secret Agent 007, also known as...
The name's Bond. James Bond.
Today we'll be focusing on the Daniel Craig version of the character. To start, we'll take a look at Casino Royale. Casino Royale was the 2006 reboot of James Bond after the underwhelming 2002 Die Another Day. This version of Bond is cunning, inexperienced, and forgetful of the rules of his trade. His mission is to take down a terrorist known as Lashif. This is Bond's second mission as a 00, and it will take him from sub-Saharan Africa to the river city of Venice. On his way, he'll meet many women, one of whom is Vesper Lynd, a challenging and secretive assistant to Bond. This all leads to a showdown with Lashif in a Texas Hold'em poker game that is one of the most thrilling sequences ever put to film. The follow-up film, Quantum of Solace, follows Bond on a revenge trip after the results of Casino Royale. On his way to get revenge, he meets a woman who has her own vendetta to settle. The two of them team up to take down an international group known as Quantum. Daniel Craig's third film as Bond, Skyfall, deals with Bond's mortality and whether he still has what it takes to be the 00 agent MI6 needs him to be. This film also deals with the past mistakes of the head of MI6, known as M, played by the robust Judi Dench. The villain of this movie, Silva, played by Javier Bardem, is frightening, cunning, and truly matches Bond mentally and nearly physically.
Boom, 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 boom! Gonna shoot your eye down. Take you in my arms. I'm in love with you.
Always gotta make an entrance.
The newest movie to date, Spectre, finds Bond in the center of an international conspiracy. Dealing with the fallout of all the previous films, the world scrambles to form a united information and security service, while Bond tries to track down the source of all the mischief that has befallen him and MI6 in the past few years. His investigation leads him to a woman named Madeleine Swan, played by the lovely Lea Seydoux, and the organization known as Spectre. The head of Spectre, played by Christoph Waltz, has been funding global terrorism for some time, and he now seeks to consolidate his power all over the globe through his own secret agents.
Me. It was all me, James. It's always been me, the author of all your pain.
This imagining of James Bond is far more gritty and real than the previous versions have been. We see him grow from his first steps as a 00 to a grizzled agent who couldn't care less. Some fans were apprehensive at first to Daniel Craig becoming Bond, mainly because he didn't seem to fit the profile. However, after Casino Royale, many couldn't see anyone else in the role, with him quickly becoming a fan favorite with the likes of Sean Connery and Roger Moore. While some see Quantum of Solace and Spectre as disappointments, it's only because Casino Royale and Skyfall were so good, and are thought of along with the Bond classics. If you haven't seen any of the Daniel Craig Bond films, do yourself a favor and go watch them now. You can't do any better for spy thrillers. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Remember to stay tuned for more segments here on ZBTV. God bless and remember, go watch you some movies.
Hey, welcome and/or welcome back to Tomato. This season we've got Joel Cordial, Keith Williams, the lovely Angel Fox, and Alex Cottle. Yeah. Today we're going to be talking about new cartoons that'll be coming out in the next little bit here. First up, we got Zootopia. Anybody got a thing about that? It's got cops and animals and sloths that are also animals. I don't know. It's from the people. Is it from the people that made like Frozen? I think.
Yeah, it's from Disney. Wreck-It Ralph, Frozen, Big Hero 6, Zootopia.
So it's gonna look pretty, but it's that old concept of hey, let's personify animals.
Well, yeah, like Peter Rabbit and whatever.
It's never gonna be as good as Peter Rabbit.
That's arguable. All right, so we've got cops in Zoo Land with the DMV being sloths, and I don't know.
I do like the idea of Zootopia. The animation from what I've seen from the trailers looks really good. You can see every bit of fur on there.
Well, Disney's animation's always been on.
I don't know. I kind of think with this movie, it's kind of bringing it a different concept, because usually, I mean, you can tell it's a Disney movie, but at the same time, it has like a different feeling from Pixar. So I have the same. At the same time, it just gives it a different respect.
Well, my problem is like they're doing this thing that they've done a million times. Like think of Robin Hood. Everybody was like animals, and then nobody talked about it.
It was good.
It was a great movie. Yeah, but now they're taking that concept and then blowing it up where everybody references that.
This one's like as 3D models. CGI.
That's fine, but I'm just saying they're doing like a very similar thing, but then completely referencing it in every bit of the narrative rather than letting the narrative float, regardless of the caricatures they're making.
Well, thus far, the only thing that I like about it that I've seen, like the preview at the DMV with like this really sarcastic. No, I love the sarcastic fox. Have you seen his face when it's actually happening? He knows it's gonna happen, so he's just like, yeah.
Like honestly, I think the characters look pretty good. Like it seems like it's gonna be very character driven and kind of fun.
I think the only thing that makes it kid friendly is the fact that they are animals. Otherwise, it would literally just be like another episode of like Seinfeld or something. If it was human beings,
they could make like a 3D Cool World, but let's not. So next up, we got Finding Dory. I don't know, like whether that's a long-awaited sequel or not, because I never expected a sequel from it in the first place.
I never expected a sequel.
I've been waiting for it. I used to binge watch Finding Nemo, and I never understood why until I like evaluated my life, and then I was just like, I was once Nemo. I was once that kid that was like, I want to go to school, and then I go there and
I mean, like,
right.
Here's my take on it. It's been what, 12, 13 years?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Just looking at her.
So Dory is now missing, and we must go on a journey to find her.
No. It seems like she's not missing. She's starting to remember something, and now she's missing her family.
She's remembering what she's missing.
Yeah, so it's not finding. It's Dory's finding Dory.
Yeah,
Dory's finding herself. Yeah.
Ding, ding,
That's pretty deep. Whoa, picture.
Well, this guy does really philosophical in here.
Sorry, but who doesn't love Dory? If you've watched Finding Nemo and you're like,
she's alright.
Wow, you guys are heartless. You're heartless.
She's not the best character. I'm sorry.
She's not the best
I
character.
love Dory.
I love Dory.
Dory's
awesome.
She's
I don't.
Why?
I just never. I never had that niche with.
Dory is the main reason I
the
like
fact
Ellen
that she
DeGeneres.
just
like that show and
forgets
everything.
real quick made it funny.
Yeah, I mean, you know at least one person in your life like that. The fact that you can't like spontaneously think P. Sherman 42 Wild Away Sydney isn't just like something that's ingrained in your childhood.
It's not the fact that I can't say it, it's that I can't pronounce it.
P. Sherman 42 Wild Away Sydney?
I can't. My brain works faster than my mouth. It'll be coming out.
That keeps swimming. Like you wonder if that. You just wonder if that like phrase is copyrighted.
Whale noises.
Oh, you know it is.
I
don't know. My favorite character of the Finding Nemo series. It's a series now. Let's be honest. It's okay.
It's a trilogy.
It'll be a trilogy. I'm
soon.
pretty sure. They'll end up moving to Bruce, and it'll be like
Finding Bruce.
It'll be like here's Brucey or something like that. But Hey Disney, if you want to steal my idea, don't do it.
Yeah, that's about enough for finding Dory, finding Flo, and everything else that we've talked about in the course of discussing that. I guess we'll talk about something maybe more or less exciting when we get back. Bye.
This library features state-of-the-art technology to help you do research and prepare for class projects, as well as books, magazines, journals, and more. The library staff can help you do research and find needed resources. It also offers quiet study space, collaborative workspace, presentation preparation area, and a coffee shop.
Hey, welcome back. I hope you had fun. Let's have some fun here. Okay, up next is Ratchet and Clank, the new video game movie.
Yeah. 3 years.
3
3
years.
years. They announced it in like April of 13. I was about to graduate high school and here I am a junior. So to just still put a little bit of perspective. But personally, if you can't tell,
No.
I'm the Lombax Ratchet.
Oh, I thought that was Tony the Tiger.
Oh really?
Really? I thought it was a piece of
Ratchet
bread
and Clank's more
and
than
like there was
good.
like
I
a
guess it kind of looks
mozzarella
like
bun.
that, doesn't it? Kind of looks like that, doesn't it? But yeah, it's in April. They're coming out with a game. It's the game based on the movie, based on the game. So I don't know. I'm personally excited for it.
It's gonna be like the most meta thing.
This actually might be the first video game movie that's actually good.
Hopefully.
The first Resident Evil was acceptable.
I'm kind of mad that they've screwed up Nefarious. He was originally a robot, but now I guess in terms of how he would say it, he's like, a squishy.
I feel like. Well, I guess he has to have that character backstory. So something's going to happen to him. He's going to become a robot in this one.
That'd be interesting.
That's probably what they're going to happen. I guarantee it.
I just, like video games are notoriously horrible movies, and it's because it's so hard to translate the experience of a video game into something
because
that you can't influence.
You're doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, like you're hitting the machine with
Yeah,
the wrench.
you're
They're
acting-
shooting a bazooka at the boss.
Yeah, you are something in the story rather than like observing the story from the thirds.
You are the camera that's going wonky everywhere.
I guess it's the translation that's the hard part.
All right, cool. We'll look forward to, I guess, all three of these. Are you guys cool with all of these? I guess
I'm gonna watch them.
They all came out with positive opinions.
Yeah,
It was like the first time on Tomato.
Except
so yeah, good start to a new season, I guess. We'll see you on the next one. Tune back for more ZBTV. See ya.
Hello, and welcome to another season of Keyframe. I'm Carrie Maynard.
And I'm Angel Fox.
And today we are talking about the relatively new series on Cartoon Network called We Bare Bears. The show itself follows three brother bears, Grizzly, or Grizz for short, Panda, and Ice Bear. Yeah, these three brothers, they've been together ever since they were basically just cubs. Now they've got their own cave on the outskirts of the San Francisco Bay Area.
They're really hilarious.
They
And
really are.
they try to fit in with civilization, but they also have to bear in mind that they have animal instincts, and they're fighting those urges while still trying to be human-like.
We're going to talk about a few of our favorite episodes. First up is episode 7 of season 1 called Burrito. So the burrito episode starts out with, where else? Them eating burritos! And Grizz discovers they have an all-you-can-eat burrito challenge, that if you eat all the burritos, you basically get the meal for free. But they bring out this giant tinfoil wrapped burrito that's the size of a bear. It becomes his best friend almost instantly. He even bails on the check and runs out across the street with this burrito. But throughout the episode, Pan Pan and Ice Bear, realizing that Grizz has this problem with the burrito, that by this point has already become rotten and smelling. So they steal the burrito away from Grizz. At the end of the episode, it's revealed that Grizz was trapped in a tree as a cub
during a pretty dangerous storm.
It was the first episode where they really kind of took a more serious turn, breaking their really lighthearted comedic streak with this, which the whole episode, most of the episode, is really lighthearted and funny and filled with all kinds of humor. And then at the end, it's just this really heartbreaking flashback that will just bring you to tears.
Especially since Grizz is supposed to be the oldest brother, he's supposed to be the leader. You'd think he's really, stoic and brave and dauntless and stuff like that. But then you see he's just this scared little cub, and he needs comfort too, and it's in the form of a gigantic burrito. One of my favorites is, it's like a grumpy Ice Bear episode, and it's called Emergency. What happens is Grizz buys a crab at the grocery store.
Only $3.99 a pound.
And Panda's like, cool! And you're just like seeing this little crab, and it's like foaming at the mouth. It's kind of intimidating.
I thought it was adorable.
It looks... I guess it's the person's opinion, but... Anyway, Ice Bear's not having any of it. And so they interrupt his refrigerator time for showing off this crab, and the crab ends up latching to his ear. He's uncomfortable, he's frozen by what just happened, and now he's got a crab stuck to his ear. Not the ideal situation.
Mm-mm.
So Grizz and Panda decide to run him all over the city to try to find a hospital to remove the crab. And all Ice Bear wants to do is be in a cold climate. He's a polar bear. Of course he wants to. So he keeps dreaming of the fridge. He sees like a commercial for an ice rink and stuff like that. All he wants is to be in the cold and to get this stupid crab off of his ear.
The internet says that if we don't get this treated, it could be all swelly and infected. There might even be pus involved.
Is that a photo?
No,
geez,
why?
No! We can't let this happen. We gotta take him to the hospital ourselves.
Yeah, we'll leave right now.
You ready, buddy?
No!
Okay, we're leaving. Let's go, let's go!
Oh, man.
It deserves more viewers, people. It deserves more viewers.
Yeah, We Bears definitely deserves more popularity, and I don't think people are giving enough credit.
It's kind of like a social experiment wrapped up in a cartoon, and it's wonderful.
Well, that wraps it up for this Keyframe. Join us next time where we'll be talking about the amazing world of Gumball, which truly is amazing.
Ice Bear says this is over.
You've got until the counter 10 to go bye-bye. Make it 5. 1, 2, 3, go for the kneecap. 4.
Show the camera that I want everyone to know. Cool. Now, I'm not going to look at it. See me? Okay. I'm not looking at it.
You're not looking at it.
I am putting it into my back pocket. Okay? If I have a back pocket. I even have a... I do. Okay. Now, you remember what your card looked like,
yes.
Right? Okay. Now get ready to be amazed. Because I'm now channeling the card energy through my body. And I'm going to show you your name.
That's not my name.
Look, just do it for the cameras, okay? So if you could just agree that's your name, that'd be great.
That's my name.
It's magic.
So tell us what made you become a magician.
I remember watching David Copperfield performance on TV when I was in middle school. I was so infatuated by this performance. He was doing all these amazing tricks, and he had these really hard assistants. And I thought to myself, hey, maybe if I could do these magic tricks, I can get some hard assistants myself. You know, I was having a little lady trouble, you know. So I begged my mom to buy me a magic set. And when she finally did, I went to school the next day and tried to perform a few tricks for a lady. Unfortunately, the only thing lamer than a middle school magician is a middle school magician who can't perform his tricks. After that, they started calling me David Copperfield and Harry Lamini. Okay, now I need you to look at that card, and I want you to sign that card. Sign it. Don't let me see it. Okay, now put the card back in the deck. Now, we're using my magic abilities. I will now pull the card from the deck, transfer it through my body, and it would appear in your pocket.
Okay.
Okay, first give me a pen. Very expensive. Okay, this is why we're going to do it. Ready? Now. Wait, look at that. Is that President Andrews? I think that is President Andrews. Oh, no, that is just look-alike. Very. Anyways, back to Magic Show.
So what made you keep doing
it? Actually, the same year on my birthday, David Copperfield came to my birthday.
David Copperfield came to your birthday?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, he didn't perform any magic tricks, but I performed a few tricks for him, and, you know, actually, I was really shocked that he came, and I made sure I got an autograph, too. Got this picture of him that he signed. There he is. There's the man right there. Yep. Fortunately, the ink kind of bled through, but that's not the point. There's it right there.
You know it's spelled wrong, right?
Spelled wrong? What? No, it's not. It's David.
It says David Copperfield.
Oh. Okay, are you ready for this?
Sure.
Here's your name.
No.
That's not your name.
No.
What is your name?
Sierra.
Sierra.
Am I supposed to say yes?
That is her name. And I told you all, her name is Paul. Now, man, some of these girls, whatever, they come out and they're amazed by my magic tricks. I hook up a few times with a couple of girls, and I'll tell you, crazy parties. They just love the magic, just love it. Signed it and everything right there, see? David Caper, no.
I mean, is that you?
I told you 1,000 times.
How's it going?
It's Vincent, first of all. I've told you 1,000 times.
Are you still showing around that fake autograph of David Copperfield?
It's not fake. He was there. I saw him.
David Copperfield.
No, it's not fake. He really signed it. I saw him sign it. It was really there.
So, what's with all the cameras?
They're actually filming a documentary about me.
Not really about you, just magic in general.
Well, I mean, I'm a magician,
Magic.
so, you know.
Well,
I was actually about to show these ladies, you know.
If you want to see some real magic,
I mean,
come over here.
let the amateur have his hour. That's.
I
If you
want
want
you to pick a card. Okay. Study that card, okay? And I want you to write your name on it.
I've seen this trick 1,000 times. This isn't nothing special.
And please show the camera.
Ain't nothing special. I've seen this trick 1,000 times. You're just going to pull it out of the deck and you're going to show, and everyone's going to be amazed. Ah, it's the card.
Okay. Is this your card?
You didn't even get the right card. Told you, amateur. You want to see a real magician? I'll show you real magic trick when he's done here.
Okay. Do you see your card anywhere in this deck?
It's not even a deck. You've lost the card.
Oh. Well, that's good. Because it's not in the deck. It's right here.
That's not even possible. That's a fake trick. That's fake. That's fake. I can do that trick. I can do that trick. I've done that. I've done that trick 1,000 times.
And that's real magic.
I've done that trick. I can do that. I can do that trick. It's not professional. He's amateur. Amateur.
Come on, ladies.
No, it's. I could do that trick. He's an amateur. If you want an amateur, go with Sid Gray. Whatever. I'm a professional. I'm a real magician. Turn off the cameras. I mean, you know, if you like amateur stuff, then by all means, you know. But if,
are you still talking?
I'll just, yeah, no, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were, yeah.
We're not paying you to do this, right? You get that?
It's just, okay. I'll just, yeah, no, I'll just go do some tricks. I'll just,
Miss Roddy. He did suffer a concussion, but it wasn't anything too serious. As far as the bruising and swelling, that should go away after a few days.
What? You're still here? Why? It's over. It's over. Go away. Go. Thanks for watching. Bye. See you next time.